Okay, pause your scroll right now. Angel Reese just dropped a line on X that literally froze the entire timeline. Angel Reese won Mebounds, all mine, not yours, yet. And y'all, that's not just a caption. That's a statement. That's a whole energy shift. That's Angel basically saying, I run this show now. But here's where it gets spicy. This comes right after months of people debating whether she even deserved that Reebok deal in the first place. Some saying she's ungrateful, others saying she's a boss. Well, after today's tweet, the conversation just changed completely. Drop a fire emoji if you're Team Angel. Drop a side-eye emoji if you think she's doing too much. I'm reading every single comment and putting the best takes on screen because this is about to get real. Before we dive into the drama, let me give you the actual timeline because the internet loves to twist stories. Last fall, October 2024 to be exact, Angel locked in a multi-year extension with Reebok. Not some little endorsement deal, we're talking a signature shoe partnership. That made her one of the very few WNBA players with their own signature line at a major brand. That's elite company, period. Then this summer, Reebok didn't just tease us, they went full rollout mode. Official pages, product descriptions, the works. And then boom, they announced the Angel Reese 1 drop September 18th with 3 colorways. If you've been seeing that Mebounds pink floating around social media, that's not a coincidence. Now let's talk about why that tweet hit so different. Angel Reese 1 Mebounds, all mine, not yours yet. Y'all, that's not just confidence, that's ownership mentality. She's literally telling the world, I control this narrative now, and that not yours yet part, that's her saying, you can look, but you can't have it until I say so. But here's what makes this genius. She turned what started as internet trolling into her brand. Remember when people started calling her Mrs. Mebounds? Instead of getting defensive, she leaned into it. She went on video like, Mebounds, Crebounds, Keybounds, anything off that board belongs to me. Comment check, if someone tries to troll you and you flip it into a money-making brand, is that a W or what? Because that's exactly what Angel did here. Now I know some of y'all have seen those clickbait titles saying Reebok canceled Angel Reese. Let me tell you something, when a deal that size actually collapses, you'll see it reported by ESPN, not just in YouTube thumbnails with red arrows. The official trail shows the complete opposite. Extension signed, shoe live on Reebok's website right now, launch date confirmed, marketing campaign in full swing, no credible sports outlet has reported any cancellation. But here's what I think happened. Some content creators saw Angel's confident energy and thought this sounds like drama, so they ran with it. Look, I get it, drama gets views, but we deal in facts over here. If anyone has seen a legitimate report from a real news source about this deal being canceled, drop that link right now and I'll pin it. Until then, the cancellation talk is just content farming, entertaining, but not evidence. But let's get to the real conversation happening here. The question isn't whether Reebok canceled Angel. The question is, who needs who more? Early WNBA salaries aren't crazy, we all know that. Angel herself joked about not being able to afford a sandwich on her rookie salary. So on one level, yes, that Reebok money is important business. But that tweet reads like someone who's not negotiating from desperation anymore. It's giving I choose you because you fit my vision, not because I need you to survive. And honestly, that's the power flip that has people shook. Here's what brands are really buying when they sign Angel Reese. They're not just buying basketball performance, they're buying personality. They're buying someone who makes headlines travel outside the sports page. They're buying someone whose tunnel fits go viral, whose quotes become memes, whose whole energy creates buzz. Be honest, did you click on this video because you wanted basketball stats or because you wanted to know what Angel said? Exactly. Let's break down what's really happening from a business perspective because Angel is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Every time Angel posts something with this energy, the internet splits into 2 camps. She's ungrateful, the brand made her. No, that's boss energy, the brand needs her heat. And guess what? Both sides feed the engagement machine. That's the genius. She's not just playing basketball, she's creating episodic content with built-in cliffhangers. That Mebounds tweet, that's an episode title. The September 18th drop, that's the season finale everyone's waiting for. Think about it. Reebok has legacy anchors like Shaq and Allen Iverson, but they need that new school spark, that person who can make their brand feel relevant to Gen Z. Angel brings that culture piece that you literally cannot buy. Quick question for the comments. If you're Reebok's marketing team, do you tell Angel to tone down the tweets, or do you hand her the keys and say drive all the engagement you want? Which approach sells more shoes? I'm genuinely curious what y'all think. But zoom out for a second, because this is bigger than just one tweet or one shoe deal. This is women's sports stepping into the main character era. For the longest time, signature shoes were a boys' club storyline. Male athletes got the big endorsements, the signature lines, the cultural moments. A WNBA player building a sticky, memeable identity and moving actual product, that's new territory. And the Mebounds brand has that perfect 2-for-1 magic. It's got basketball authenticity because it came from actual games, but it also has internet flavor because it became a viral moment. Brands spend millions trying to manufacture that kind of organic buzz. Angel crowdsourced it by accident and then monetized it on purpose. The early specs on the shoe say it's built for both court performance and fashion. That's smart. You can sell to serious hoopers who want the tech and to kids who just want to look like Angel Reese. Drop a comment. Are you copying for the performance, the style, or just because it's Angel's shoe? Angel dropped another tweet that shows us exactly who she really is behind all the headlines. She posted, "Okay, so the Unapologetically Angel show is almost back. Y'all, that's someone who's building her own media empire while asking her 6 million followers to help design it. That's not arrogance, that's audience engagement genius." But here's what really gets me. While Angel's out here planning content and securing bag after bag, there's this whole conspiracy theory circus happening around her life that nobody wants to address directly. Let me keep it 100 with y'all because the internet streets are talking and some of this stuff is getting out of hand. The injury conspiracy first. There's this narrative that Angel's back injury is fake, that she's just hiding because the season went bad. People are literally analyzing her Instagram stories, looking for proof that she's perfectly fine. Since when do we require female athletes to prove their injuries are real? When male athletes sit out with injuries, we don't see conspiracy theories about them faking it for attention. The she can't handle pressure drama. Then there's the whole Angel can't handle pressure storyline. People saying she disappears when things get tough, pointing to different times she's been out with injuries or team struggles. But here's what's crazy, she's literally building a business empire while dealing with a back injury and a struggling team. That sounds like someone handling pressure pretty well to me. The Caitlin Clark comparisons that won't die, and don't even get me started on how every single thing Angel does gets compared to Caitlin Clark. It's like people can't celebrate one without tearing down the other. Both of them can be great. Both of them can have successful careers. Both of them can get endorsement deals. This isn't a zero-sum game, but the internet acts like there can only be one successful woman in basketball. The pattern we can't ignore. But let's talk about something that's been bothering me for months now, because I think there's a pattern here that goes way deeper than basketball. Have you noticed that every time Angel Reese makes a business move, suddenly there's new information about her character? When she signed with Reebok, suddenly stories about her being difficult. When she starts building her podcast empire, suddenly she's not focused on basketball. It's like there's this coordinated effort to tear down her success right when she's building momentum. And I'm not saying it's some grand conspiracy, but I am saying the timing is suspicious as hell. Then there's the social media pylons. Every time Angel posts something confident, the same accounts show up with the same talking points. She's arrogant. She's not that good. She doesn't deserve this. It's almost like there's a script. And here's what really gets me. The people criticizing Angel's confidence are often the same ones who praise male athletes for having that exact same energy. It's giving double standard, and it's giving something else too that I don't even want to name because y'all know what it is. The craziest part, all this drama is probably helping her brand. Because every time people try to tear her down, her supporters get louder. Every conspiracy theory just proves she's important enough for people to spend their energy hating on. So maybe Angel knows exactly what she's doing with these tweets. Maybe she's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Because at the end of the day, we're all still talking about her. The conspiracies and drama, that's just noise from people who can't handle a confident young black woman building wealth and influence on her own terms. September 18th will tell us whether her approach actually sells shoes. But regardless of those numbers, Angel's already won by refusing to shrink herself to make other people comfortable. Drop your honest prediction. Will the conspiracies help or hurt her brand in the long run? And are you here for the podcast comeback? Let me know because this story is way more complex than the headlines suggest. Hit subscribe if you want the real breakdown when those shoe numbers drop because I have a feeling we're about to see some surprised faces.